Ready to rock?
Yep, proud.
All right, well, why don't you introduce yourself to the fans?
Hi, I'm
on the
Russ
website?
Anderson. I'm from Forbidden. I sing for Forbidden.
So, tell us, how did you get involved with the cruise, and what are some of the highlights so far?
Well, they actually called our management, and this is a while back. I guess they've been setting this up for a while. So they said, hey, you guys want to go on a cruise and play it? We said we're going to get all these killer bands and do this. I said, we're on, man. So
That's that easy, yeah, right on.
so far, it's been really cool seeing, all my favorite bands and stuff like that. Just guys just walking around and stuff, and you get to follow them around.
Yeah,
talk
totally.
to them. And a lot of people I don't see that often, because they're on the road or doing this or doing that. So I think there's a little more togetherness.
Yeah.
You're all stuck on a boat, so.
Definitely. Was there one key band that you've never seen that you were like dying to see on this trip?
Well, I'm dying to see Iced Earth, and they're going on right now. So, but they
so
said,
we're gonna wrap
I was
up.
like, oh, cool. So I come over here and do this, and I'll shoot over there and see them.
Yeah, we're headed there.
And I saw Exodus. They're great. And Testament. I want to see Testament. Obviously, I met my boys and Death Angel. I just love these guys. They're just. We're such good friends. So.
Very cool. Very cool. How's the new album being received? We were talking, it's such an amazing resurgence, for some of the style.
I think it's doing what it should have done. And we kind of Forbidden. We took off so long that for a lot of people it's like, they don't. It's kind of like out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah. And
the album's bringing us back into where we need to be.
Exactly.
We're not trying to take over the world or anything stupid like that, but it's nice to be older now and be able to go out and do these kind of things. And it's kind of like you're getting a lot of things back from all the things you did a long time ago for us.
Old friends.
Yeah.
Around. Did you have something you wanted to?
No, just curious. When you said you were offered the gig here, were you told what other bands are coming on to kind of entice you to get on?
Well, they said they didn't say who. They said they were going to start offering. I'm not involved with that a whole lot. It's mostly our management. Yeah. They basically said, "What do you think about this stuff?" And I said, "Well, I don't see why we shouldn't do it."
Yeah.
So I don't know the whole ins and outs on exactly what happened, but like for me, it was like cruise ship.
Yeah.
I already knew the bands that would say yes to it, so I was like, "Oh, cool, let's do it."
Right on. Well, I think that's pretty cool. We just got a little clip for the web or whatever, and you want to see the show, we want to see the show. So.
Right on.
I just want to clarify on that though. You guys were all related in the beginning?
Yeah.
Okay, like two brothers, the Pepas, and...
They were brothers, though. They're cousins with the same last name.
Oh, okay, so everyone was cousins.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now me and Mark are the cousins left behind.
Yeah, the originals.
Very cool.
You ready to go? It's going now.
It's going now. This is amazing, this technology.
Hey, I'm Mark from Death Angel.
I'm Rob from Death Angel.
All right, thank you very much for your time, guys. So tell us, first easy, obvious question, what was it like to be invited on this once-in-a-lifetime tour festival?
It was killer, man. It was awesome. We're excited. We saw all the bands that were going to be playing. The cruise ship to Mexico and back. I mean, it's totally bizarre and unique and cool. And for me though, the entire way up, I think I was the most person downplaying this thing because I usually don't really like to be out at sea or I fucking get seasick. So I was like kind of dreading 4 days. I've only been on a boat at the longest 24 hours, this Sweden rock cruise we did last year, which was fun, and I didn't get seasick on that one. But we've been here now for a while, and it seems all right. So I'm
all right.
I'm all right. Yeah. So, knock on wood. But so it's fun, very much fun.
Yeah. Very cool. Did you have something, Randy?
A lot of the bands are making the same kind of band patter about. I don't know if it's me or if it's the drinking or if it's the boat rocking. But do you guys feel anything? Well, you haven't been on stage yet.
We haven't been on stage.
Oh, while we're on stage, we'll feel it on stage. I can feel it.
Yeah.
People are like, "Oh, you can't even feel it." I'm like, "You can't feel this thing moving?
Yeah.
Really? You don't feel it?" Because I do feel it. But it's all right. It's just different.
Yeah. So last night, I can definitely say more than that. I got hammered. So.
Yeah.
That was a combination of both.
Yeah, I got hammered. I didn't need help. No boat moving.
No.
Right on.
So who are you here to see, if anybody?
Definitely. I mean, well, we're here to play.
Yeah.
But who I was excited about seeing most of all myself was Uli John Roth, and I got to see him play last night. And then other than that, it's our Bay Area brethren. I tend to, we saw Exodus, and of course I'm looking forward to seeing the Testament guys. We just saw Forbidden play. Watched a little bit of Swashbuckle. We toured with them. They're always a blast. And I'm looking forward to seeing Raven and some Fear Factory and,
What he said.
Yeah,
Yeah.
more.
But I missed Yuli, man. Uli.
Oh,
You guys aren't.
Because I was passed out because I was hammered, man. I was bummed, but he's playing again, so I knew,
a lot of
I'll have a
guys
chance to
there.
see him again. I wouldn't have been very good seeing him. I'd just been leaning and like dizzy. So I didn't want to be that guy.
Me and Wasted Lee Altus could have held you up. Wasted me and Lee.
Oh, I needed the rest though.
And you guys are about to embark on a pretty monstrous tour, 34 dates in Canada in winter. You guys nuts?
Oh,
Are you
man,
insane? Like, what do you
The
think?
day this ship
You need a
goes
new
back to
agent.
Miami,
Sell
we're
it.
playing in Tampa that night.
Canada in winter, guys. You're punished. You're going to the north.
Well, we get to jam and see Danko, a good friend of ours, because he's never around when we come through. So Danko's going to be there in Toronto. I'm looking forward to hanging out with him a little bit.
And
It's
then
fun.
the long bus across Western Canada in the winter to do an
Oh,
Edmonton,
yeah.
Calgary, Vancouver, all that shit.
That's cool though. We're playing places in Canada that we've never played,
Yes.
so it's always
Well, I
exciting. to play
definitely
new
haven't
place.
played since the 80s.
Yeah. There's a lot of excitement in Calgary, where we're from, the middle of nowhere, for you guys to come for the first time to our
man.
city of 1 million people. It's the first time, so
Yeah,
We're excited.
It's awesome.
In a big way.
even though it's a dump you're playing at, but
Aye.
we'll make
Is
sure to
it?
take you out for supper first.
There you go. We're used to playing dumps.
Yeah, we are.
The crowd is good, but yeah, the bar is a little funny. So
There you go.
As long as
Wanna
the
wrap
crowd
it
is
up?
good. I'd rather have a good crowd in a
Yeah.
dump than a shitty crowd in a nice place.
Exactly.
Exactly. That's what counts.
Not that the crowd's ever shitty. I'm just saying.
No,
but,
Maybe
yeah.
they're too tired sometimes.
Yes.
Belgians. So is the Belgians. Someone. I don't know. we
You
won't
said
go there.
that.
Take two, right? Okay. Well, I
Yeah,
don't
we
know.
actually have amazing shows in Belgium.
We do.
Amazing shows.
Amazing
Yeah.
shows.
I've heard.
Yep.
I've heard both. so-
Grass Pop Festival, and every time we play the Bebop.
Definitely.
Yep.
Yeah.
Amazing shows in Belgium.
I'll tell you where the shows are not. Is
Yeah. Insert your city
just
here.
kidding.
Right on. I think that wraps it up. Just real friendly,
All right,
casual.
man.
We don't want to waste your time. You guys
No,
have some
no
drinking.
waste
Good
and-
talk.
All right. So thank you very much for your time. We're with
Absolutely.
metalrules.com, and just tell us your initial impressions of the festival of the 70,000 tons.
Oh man, it's it's a unique event, that's for sure. I mean, it's the first metal cruise, so I mean, it's that in itself is great. The bands are fantastic. It's like the perfect setting. You come out here, make noise, and nobody hears it, and and it's totally killer, man.
Right on, right on. Is there any band that you were really excited to see play when you saw the lineup of the bands?
I mean, I was excited to see the Saxon, do their albums in entirety, and then we have so many friends as bands that are playing. It's hard to say, who I'm looking the most forward to.
It's like old homecoming week.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's pretty much just like when we do like a festival in Europe, like the Wacken or anything like that. It's kind of like that, but for 4 days. You run into all your friends, and then you run into fans, and it's kind of the same thing.
Right on.
It's like a big giant backstage.
A lot of people have said that, yeah. And what are your plans for the very near future in terms of tours and albums?
We're not doing too much this year except bigger shows. We're playing in Santiago, Chile with Iron Maiden at the
Nice.
soccer stadium in April.
Oh,
So that should be totally fucking badass.
yeah.
So we're off until April now, and then we're doing just a few dates in South America, and then we're doing a bunch of festivals in Europe in August. We're doing Bloodstock and Brutal Assault and Wacken and Tuska.
Nice.
So that's pretty much our plan. The last 2 years we've been touring almost nonstop,
Yeah.
month on, month off. We were out almost half of the last 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So we're all pretty exhausted, and
Time to recover.
Lee wants to spend some time with his new kid and his kids and his family. Like, we all kind of just want a little bit of time at home. So
Randy, did you have anything we want to wrap up with?
How have the fans been treating you? Like,
Oh.
not just at the concerts, but the whole 4
very
days.
killer, man. They're very, very respectful. I mean, they told us they told us when we got on the boat, it's gonna be like a giant meet and greet. Like the whole part of the lure of the boat is that you're there with everybody, so people are gonna be coming up talking to you when you eat and stuff like that. So we were geared up for, for it to be a full-time assault. But the fans have been super, super non-invasive, I have to say. Like they're really polite and,
Okay, we should try and change that tonight.
Well, in a few hours, everybody gets their duty-free alcohol. And it's going to get ugly tonight. I'll tell you that
And
much.
they say they're running out of beer as well, so it's going to get really ugly.
I heard that we talked to some of the people booking the thing that after the first day, this boat had consumed 10 times the amount of any other cruise from this cruise line on the first day.
We set a record.
So I think they're going to have one next year. It's just my impression.
That's
The
right.
liquor companies demand it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right. It'll be Budweiser sponsors 70,000 tons.
Because I mean, that's obviously we all can see that's how they make the money on these
Yeah.
boats is selling that liquor. So they made
Yeah.
10 times the amount of money they normally do. So
They'll
they
put up
couldn't
with
be
it.
happier.
Yeah. Fantastic, Brian. Well, I'm sure you want to get to the show. I don't want to rush you out, but
It's
we're
a
all.
death angel.
That's right.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Well,
Sure.
Thank you for your time.
Right on, you guys. Right on.
No, that's what I
Very
think.
much.
Can you start again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Start again? I'll turn it off.
Talking about this cruise, yeah, I think we're making history right now. Yeah.
We are.
I just came down from the captain's bridge, and we talked with the captain for a while, and he also thinks this that it's the brand new beginning of something for the future. This is like the metal festival part 2. How you say this?
Whole new industry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody in the world knows the normal metal festivals like Wacken and all this following stuff. This is already established, but this is now something like step 2, a higher level of a festival, And they were just loben. I'm missing a word. So the captain, the crew, they were surprised and excited about the metal fans that everything is so.
Till now, nothing
Calm.
broken.
I don't want to say calm, but it's there's no chaos, nothing broke, no one was injured, really nothing, and he was so astonished. He thought they destroyed the boat, and 50% of all the fans go overboard, whatever, And there was no stress, absolutely, and compared to the pensioners who usually drive around here on the ships,
Yeah.
there's always trouble. There's always something goes
Wrong.
wrong. There's like people get injured or
Old ladies
people
have a heart
puke
attack.
on the floor or whatever,
Yeah.
60-year-old
These
ladies
people-
fighting at the bingo.
Yeah, these people are not used to,
Yeah.
to party. These people are not used to drink.
Yeah.
And the metal fans, they feel responsible for their festivals and for the whole thing. They feel responsible for each other.
Yes.
And they, it's not like just me and I don't care about the others, It's like I also think for the other guy with me,
It's very friendly atmosphere.
And that's the reason why no bad things happen here, Everybody's just having fun. It's loud, and everybody's boozing like hell, but
Yeah.
nothing bad happens, The metal fans are used to booze, so they can't handle this,
Have you had enough privacy, or have everywhere you go, are people bugging you when you're eating or talking?
Oh, I don't think that this kind of thing here is about privacy. And I think I realize also with all the other bands, which makes me astonished. For example, there are some guys that I never expected to be so open, and to hang out with fans or so, Don't want to say any names or so, but there was some guys on board here which surprised me,
That's good.
because they also like hang out with the fans and they enjoy this,
We were talking to Schmier from Destruction, and he was saying, in Europe we see each other for 5 minutes at shows, and he said this is a good chance for many of the Germans to reconnect and actually sit and have a beer and talk, and he says he's rekindling old friendships from many, many years ago. So are you seeing some old friends that you longer conversations
Thing,
more time?
you have a whole week and you're on this boat, you can't avoid to see it.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's really cool. And also, I invited some friends to jam with us. Like yesterday, Steve Miles
Yeah, that
on
was
stage.
awesome.
You know, like
That was
I jammed
awesome.
last time with him like 15 years ago when he was in Vicious Rumors. So we toured together for a year.
Oh,
He's so
yeah.
cool. You know, it's really, I like it.
That was very
About
cool.
this privacy thing, I have to say that the fans are very respectful. They don't harm you, they don't disturb. When they see you having dinner, then they let you eat. And
Yeah.
when you're finished, they might come with a picture, you know. It's not like everybody's just trying to, you know, tear on you. Oh, I paid for this
paid
trip
this,
here.
you owe me autograph,
I
yeah.
have to sign my shit here, you know.
Oh, that's wonderful. Any last thoughts?
That's good.
We could talk all day,
Cheers.
but that's a good one. I need my breakfast beer now. This is the last interview of the day, so
Cheers.
album and impressions of the tour, or same simple questions. You ready to roll?
Yep, it's gone.
Okay. So I guess we were talking last night, adding up all the songs that you've written together, composed, and you're one of the most prolific metal artists of all time. 250, 275 songs, maybe more.
275 songs.
So that's more, you know, like only maybe.
Oh, we didn't include Avenger. It's even more.
Yeah. So I mean, more than Iron Maiden, more than Judas Priest. Where do you get your creativity and your drive to write songs? That's a big question.
I never counted it.
It's a lot. It's more than like many bands.
Wow.
Yeah.
But Frank Zappa did more, right?
Yeah,
Well, I think
for sure.
I think Alice Cooper and Loudness have more albums, and then I think you guys have more metal studio albums than any other band. I think, right? 19.
19, yeah.
So where does it come from? So many good songs. So many bands start to repeat themselves. You stay fresh all these years.
Good question.
Actually, we have sometimes too much ideas, you know. We must, like, when we start compose new CD, just, it's 10 songs already. Let's stop. You know, like,
Because every album's 15 songs, 18 songs. It's cover tunes.
I think we compose constantly. It's not only when we get into the studio. It's like all year long.
Yeah.
We just write whenever the inspiration comes. And I don't know. You said we don't repeat ourselves. That's a big honor to hear this. Because I know this problem when you do it too long, you just do it over and over the same thing again. There's too many bands that have like 3 songs that they just repeat over and over and just change the words a little bit.
Do you find when you compose, what comes first? The lyrics, the riff, harmony, melody?
Mostly
does
the
it?
music is first.
music, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we are really a perfect writing team meanwhile. And he knows exactly what I want, how I do it and what I need. And it's the same the other way around. And he's making music out of my bullshit.
It's really quite easy. It's
I guess one trick is to always stay open for everything that comes around. You know, it's not that I try to copy modern bands or so, but I listen to everything. You know, not only metal, all kinds of music. Same Victor does. So I think there's so many sources of inspiration if you are open. You know, so there's really no need to just repeat the same song over and over.
Yeah, that's one thing very much impressed me. Like, you have a very distinct writing style. You have your whole career. Your choruses are very catchy. You have a very original writing style to your music. And then when Victor joined the band, it seems like he started writing half the music, and it still sounds like Rage songs. It's like you guys mesh very well musically.
That's right. When Victor joined, we agreed among each other that we're going to share 50-50 the writing. Meanwhile, he's doing more than 50%. Because we always keep it like he's doing 5 songs, I'm doing 5 songs. But then my songs are not half as finished as his song. You know? So I just give him my ideas and he makes music out of this. That's what I just said, you know. So I would say like 70% at least is now from him.
yeah, but that's the reason why we decided to work together, because our, you know, like how we feel music, it's so close. It's really nearly the same style we have. So a lot of people ask, this song PV composed? No, this was mine. You composed? No, this was PV. You know, like
Yeah.
It's fits perfectly. Yeah.
And it's happening more and more than he's got a half-finished thing, and I have a half-finished thing, and then the half-finished things just fit together and give one perfect song, you know?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Really cool.
One day, have you ever thought about releasing? Many bands have done this. All their cover tunes onto one special album. You have many. You have probably 24. That would be fun. I think the title should be "Covered in Rage." Talk about this.
But you mean the old recordings also?
Yeah, all the old all the
Because,
cover tunes from
Well,
all
it
the
might be
years.
that we don't have the rights for all the old recordings.
Yeah,
you know?
it becomes expensive to republish
So
them.
records company will not happy.
Problem
Yeah.
is, all the old record companies are not existing anymore. The stuff is bought. The rights are bought mostly from Universal, and we have no contact. We really don't know who to contact there. Who would be responsible for our stuff, you know?
Yeah, it's buried in a vault
Since
somewhere.
years, I'm trying to get the old noise stuff back, you know. But no one's reacting.
No
you know.
chance.
We're sending emails and trying to get contact or so. No one doesn't even talk to you, you know. They just put it somewhere, put it in a box, and then forget it, you know.
Until they think that they can make some money, and then they'll
Yes.
reissue it without
Yes.
telling you
Yeah.
Yeah.
with the new cover,
When it comes to
new
reissues that
tracks.
you don't
Yeah.
know about, right?
Yeah, we know the business. Did you have a question, Ray?
No, not really. Not well. Just going back to what you said about Victor writes 70% of the material. You also have the extra burden of writing the lyrics too. And then you have to struggle to get lyrics, or they come naturally to you.
They come naturally.
Yeah, they fit the music. You listen to the music and then you get an idea.
Yeah, mostly this comes at the same time, you know. As soon as a song is kind of ready, then words just proceed.
Must be nice. Many artists struggle. They have to get the thesaurus. And,
No, that's not a struggle.
oh, good.
And this is what I like by
It's
Pee especially.
imagination.
Because I compose when I make some studio jobs, sometimes songs for different musicians, different singer, and I had always trouble to put my melody to get right lyrics, you know, so to keep going the same groove.
Yeah.
And this what works perfectly with us, you know, like we compose songs. When I compose melody, I just give Pee and he make lyrics, fits perfectly on the groove, and yeah.
Yeah, because I'm not only a singer, I'm also a writer and a player.
Yeah, yeah.
So I know what it's about and what's important, you know. A lot of singers, they don't play instruments, they don't know about these importances, you know, I think.
Very
So
important.
they write something that's a little bit odd or so and doesn't really fit, and then the guitar player has to make it even, you know, with changing the riffs, which might not be 100% good for the song then.
So always the song first. Well, wonderful. We don't want to take too much of your time. It's warm in here. You'd much rather be having fun watching bands. Is there one band you want to see a lot on this cruise more than someone you're excited to? Uli John
There
Roth,
were a couple
maybe?
of bands, but I'm really excited to watch Testament tonight,
Yeah,
because I missed the first set.
excellent. That'll be a fun show. Okay. Any last words, you guys?
That's
We're
it.
good? Well, thank you very much. The first, most simple, obvious question everyone's asking you is, what are your first impressions of the 70,000 tons cruise?
Absolutely fantastic. I like it very much, especially as you know, you see everywhere fans, like no special VIP area for musicians and fans. It's all mixed. It's great atmosphere, and I hope it will continue, you know, next year and repeat. It's great atmosphere. I like it.
Good. A lot of musicians are saying how hard it is to play with the gear. It's not so good, and the stage is shaking. How are you finding playing in this environment?
Maybe true. Gear is not so good. It's sometimes difficult to get sound. It's, you know, after 3 days playing, I get like bloody finger. But I so much enjoy audience in front. It's fun, you know, and it feels crazy on stage. Yesterday it was like shaking. I said, I had too much beer, or it's ship shaking. What's happened? That is cool. New experience.
Good. So, since we're talking to you, tell us a little bit maybe about your upcoming solo project.
Yeah, I start already recording solo, new solo CD, and it's like old one will be a lot of guest musician, a lot of crazy stuff, and trying something new. So I hope I will release this year.
Do you have a label? Or?
Yeah, Dracard Records, BMG.
Oh, good,
Still
good.
keep going my solo stuff. It's like long history, and it's cool.
Good.
So all the back catalog, the same records company is always good. and but it's will be stressful because a lot of work with Rage.
It's a very busy time. What are the plans for in the near future for Rage? For albums and tours? And
Keep touring. The last CD was so successful. We did tour last year, and it looked like not enough for fans. So they, oh, we want more. And some booking agency asked to, yeah, make more shows. So we go in next month, March and April, Spain, Italy, France, Russia. So
nice.
playing some shows, and then I think in summer we go in studio, maybe July, August, for recording CD, and maybe we record at the same time 2 CDs, like Rage, straight ahead heavy songs, and our second project, Lingua Mortis Orchestra. This will be like release separate, full CD with orchestrating stuff.
Excellent, wonderful. Now I have a question about touring. It's a tough question, but it's fair. Many North American fans ask, why don't you tour North America very much? We're all hungry to see you in our countries.
It's really a big question. Why? Because we would like to. We, you know, all this tour what we did, like Brazil and Mexico, and play in America, Prog Power. It's so great. But it's sometimes difficult to get this contact with promoter and booking agency, and so I hope it's changed in the future. And we play, you know. So
Excellent.
we would like to very much because we have great fans.
It's just time and money and energy. Why don't you stop it for a
We're on.
second?
You guys are far apart, man. Sorry. Okay, he's gonna ask, I'm gonna film.
Yeah, we're just ask the real simple, obvious questions. You know, how did you guys get involved with the cruise, and what are your first impressions so far?
Well, we got involved. Our manager, Wolfgang Roth,
said you want to make some money.
Asked us if we wanted to play the cruise because I guess his company is one of the
Yeah, that's a pretty good
sponsors.
connection there.
Yeah. So, yeah, the first impressions, you know, it's more black T-shirts than I've ever seen in my life. So it's cool. I mean, it's good to see something like this. Really, I never imagined something like this happening, but now that I'm here seeing it, it's really neat. And if I was a 15-year-old boy, this would be the place to be.
So a 40-year-old guy like us, we're like...
I'm just saying, I'm a little bit older than you guys, so it's like...
Not that much, not that much.
When he told me, after Wolfgang told me like a year and a half ago, we're going to play on this Caribbean cruise. I'm like, yeah, right, I'll believe it when I see it.
No, it's cool. I think it's really cool for fans to come and see a bunch of bands on one cruise. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, I just couldn't believe that they would do it for a metal thing, but they did it.
It's a festival in the ocean.
It's a success, too.
Yeah, it is. Are there any bands you guys want to see particularly? Some old favorites, maybe?
Uli Roth. I already saw him.
Yeah, I missed it last night, but I want to see his next show for sure.
Maybe Raven coming up as well.
I'll go see them. I don't know if I'll make it tonight. But
yeah.
It's 3:30 in the morning, but yeah, I want to see Raven.
Voivod, want to see. Really good things about that. Wouldn't mind seeing Testament.
I really like the new song that you guys today. Was Portent of Doom?
Hunters of Doom.
Hunters, excuse me. Yeah, sorry, it was...
it's hard.
So Hunters of Doom from the new album. And tell us about the new album. When's it coming out?
Well, we're working on a date right now. Well, we actually had a meeting about that with Wolfgang. We're going to try to get it out June or July this year. And get a bunch of tours around it. Album's awesome. I mean, I'm really, really happy with it. I think it's heavy, it's melodic, it's everything a Trouble album's supposed to be, and then some.
Nice. Do you have anything you wanted to...
No, that's pretty good.
Yeah, we don't want to take a ton of your time, so that's just a couple little things for the website, and just a chance to say hi, so thank you very much for your time, you guys.
Our pleasure.
That's awesome.